ERC, quality service since 1972, repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, and we are looking at weather changes over the weekend. It just may be some severe weather issues Sunday now. Let's go right to the Skycam network this morning. There's a look at the view coming from Birmingham. From the Daniel Building looking north, the sky mostly fair. Got a beautiful day coming up today. Down in Chilton County, a look at the Clanton City Hall. And Tuscaloosa, Bryant-Denny Stadium, got a day for both Auburn and Alabama tomorrow. Maybe a little rain at that game, but for the Auburn game, we think that one will be dry. Here's the water vapor satellite shot this morning. Very deep upper low that's over New Mexico near Albuquerque, and big convection in advance of that, and snow for the Rockies. Stronger storms over parts of the Texas Hill Country, where a severe thunderstorm watch has been in effect all night long. For the rest of today and tonight, there's a slight risk of severe weather from near Corpus Christi, Texas, to Trinidad, Colorado. And that does include Abilene and Fort Worth, San Antonio, and Austin. Tomorrow, a slight risk roughly from the Louisiana coast up into southern Kansas. And look here. On day 3 now, the SPC has defined a slight risk of severe weather for all of Alabama and parts of the adjacent states. Right now, the probabilities are the standard lower end 15%. And really, at this phase of the game, there's more questions than answers. It's still not a clear-cut deal. We'll take a look at modeling here in just a second. There's the QPF chart. Rain over northwest Alabama, 2 inches, if this is correct, with the amounts tapering off to about 3/4 of an inch around Mobile Bay. And the heaviest rain over Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Lake Charles, about 5 inches there. Let's look at the GFS. This is the OZ run at 1 o'clock today. And the deep upper low is well to the west. We've got ridging here, so nice weather, partly sunny, probably some high cirrus clouds coming in today. Tomorrow, starting off the weekend, this is at 1 o'clock, and you can see the rain edging into west Alabama. So we still think the better chance of showers tomorrow afternoon should be west of Interstate 65. So if you're in Auburn or Anniston or Gadsden, more than likely the day will be dry, but Tuscaloosa, Fayette, Hamilton, you could see rain by afternoon. And there's a look at Sunday. You can see that it's not the most dynamic trough in the world, but anytime you see that in April, you have to watch these carefully. Down below, the surface low is developing near Memphis, and that, of course, is a somewhat favorable position for strong to severe storms. The low not especially deep. It's 1,008 millibars. Typically want to see those things maybe under 1,000 for a really big severe weather problem. But the instability values have come up a little bit. Initially, we looked at them, and they look to be only about 500 joules. Now, you can see a tongue of 1,500 joules moving through the state Sunday afternoon. And by golly, the helicity values are pretty decent. This is 0 to 3 kilometers, and that's suggesting there could be some rotating updrafts. But the instability question is a big one. Will we have a big rain mass Sunday morning? Will there be storms in the Gulf to cut things off? Those questions we can't define at this stage of the game, but looking at those numbers, you have to think, well, maybe there could be a few strong to severe storms if the instability values are high enough, if we're not cut off. So we'll watch that carefully over the weekend. Monday of next week, trough over the east. We have a dry slot. The trough not as deep as we have seen in more recent runs. And if this is right, we'll be in the low 60s. But we've seen some looks that would keep us in the 50s. And there's Tuesday. And if anything, the cool air is deeper on Tuesday. So those 2 days should feature temperatures below average. And really on both days, there could be some wraparound clouds over North Alabama. Wednesday should be a beautiful day. Sunny and warmer. Thursday, looking good. Sunny and probably close to 80. Friday of next week, a week from tomorrow, same deal. And then Saturday, starting off the following weekend, this is race weekend at Talladega, looks good. And we'll peek at Sunday, the 26th, and look at the 588 ridge. Hey, how about a summer preview, huh? If that's right, that's warm and dry. And again, that could get us up there in the low 80s. So at this point for race weekend at Talladega, the weather looks pretty good. And quickly at the end of the forecast period, May the 2nd, got a broad trough over the east. The ridge is gone. That's suggesting wet weather, but no doubt the idea for perhaps the latter part of April is that temperatures will be warmer and conditions will be drier and not as stormy. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.